Hello, everyone, and welcome to our interview. Today, we are going to dive deeper into relationships, into love, maybe soulmate. And my name is Teresa, and I'm here with Yehuda. Maybe we should say something like personal, like about us, the background. So I am
Absolutely.
married for, I had to count it actually, for 28 years. And I have two
Wow,
kids, my son is 15 and my daughter is 13.
beautiful. And my name is
You?
Yehuda. I've been teaching Kabbalah, also been married. I'm here in Miami. Actually, happy to share with you all these different secrets of soulmate, how to attract your soulmate, and sometimes even more important, you see when the divorce rate is so high. So how can you stay married and stay married happily? And been very privileged to be able to share this wisdom with you, and looking forward to it.
Okay, so we will look at the relationships through the lens of Kabbalah, through
Yes.
the lens of ancient wisdom of Kabbalah. And my first question is, because today we have a lot of single people.
Right.
So, from the point of view of Kabbalah, is it better to be single, alone, or to be in a committed relationship, married? What's the difference? What is the benefit, maybe?
Wow,
And
what's such a great question. Wow,
yeah.
I love that. See, I think it's what's better, be single or be married. I think from my perspective, and according to the Zohar, which is the main teaching of Kabbalah, which is a spiritual wisdom, it's universal wisdom. Kabbalah shares that before we come to this world, the soul, the female and the male aspect of the soul are one. When we are in
Mhm.
this physical world, it's separated to two different bodies, male and female, right? But the soul doesn't have one gender. The soul, the original one soul, has male and female in it. So the Zohar explains that before we come to this world, we are one, male and female one. We come to this world, we separate into two different bodies, which can be obviously in two different times. You don't show up in the same day in the same
Mhm.
time. It can be 5 years difference, 1 year difference. It's not always even 25 years. It's different for every soul. Now, our soul in our journey, we are supposed to find, you may call the other half, the the male and the female, two halves, supposed to become one into this world and fulfill the potential of why the soul came to this world to begin with. Now you ask me to be alone, be together. Ultimately, you need to become one with your soulmate. Now, I meet a lot of people that the reason why they even start a relationship is because for the wrong reasons. I'm alone. I don't want to be alone. I need somebody, right? So they end up being with somebody, but they are unfulfilled. And then they go to the next relationship and the next relationship and the next relationship. They
Mhm.
cannot stand being alone. And then there's the other kind of people that they would rather be alone because being in a relationship is just too difficult. It's too painful. They hurt me in the past. I'm too scared to go into the relationship. So what should you do? My approach is aim to reunify with your soulmate. Okay. Don't use a relationship as a quick fix so you don't feel like you're alone. And also don't avoid relationship because you're too afraid of being in one and you would rather be in your comfort zone of being alone. I hope that answers the questions.
Yes, and maybe you can also say how we can recognize our soulmate, or how can
Wow.
we attract him or her into our life, because I think that people think that if you meet your soulmate, everything is like, beautiful, wonderful, romantic, only love, which definitely is not the case. So,
Absolutely.
how can we recognize our soulmate?
Wow, that's so nice, Teresa. This is such a good question. Now, we always dream of soulmate as somebody that you will never fight with, that everything's
Yes.
going to go smoothly. Hollywood movie. Wow, we're in love all day long. Everything is like fantastic and butterflies. And yeah, I mean, that's not how it is. I'm sorry to break the news for you. A soulmate is a relationship. How do you recognize it? Well, it's not easy to recognize it, but think about a soulmate. It's a soul mate. But what is a soul? You know, most people, they are looking for a body mate. And what is a body mate? What is a body? It's an intelligent force. The body is thinking, the body has emotions, and the body has physical needs, biological needs. Okay? So when you meet somebody, initially you can be attracted to them because they're smart, because you have great conversation. That's what we call intellectual connection. Sometimes you feel in love with somebody. Oh, yeah, I fell in love with them. You feel emotionally connected with them. And sometimes it's a biological thing. You feel physically attracted to each other and you have great physical connection. So none of these three things have to do with the soul connection, because the intellectual connection is just great conversation and agreement. Emotional connection is you feel the emotion. Physical is physical. Okay, these are all important things, and you need to be aligned with your values, or be physically attracted to each other and love each other. That's fine. But that does not define a soulmate relationship. People think if I'm in love, does that mean that wow, it's a soulmate relationship? Honestly, do I always feel like I'm in love with my wife and we always like flying, right? Do you always feel it after 28 years? Like you're in love and you have
Uh,
butterflies?
I would say most of the time I do, but I have to remind myself always, like it's not the automatic feeling,
It's automatic.
but
It's
I have to cultivate from within.
cultivated. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a process of cultivation. And I tell you
Mm.
why most people lose. And people come to me, the divorce or people that in a bad marriages, and they come to me. And what is the reason why they have bad marriage? Because there's no alignment anymore. Maybe not physical attraction. Maybe the emotions are gone. Maybe you have a lot of disagreements, so that the intellectual is gone. But when everything is gone, what is the essence of the relationship? It's gone. It's done. But if you're spiritually connected, it will never be gone. You may not agree with each other. You may not feel physically attracted all the time. You may not. You may have down moments, conflicts. But if you're really, really connected spiritually, then nothing will separate you, and that's the foundation. But what is the definition of spirituality, right? It's something way deeper that we can talk about in one podcast, right? But Kabbalah explained is that the soul, it has to be connected to its root. And
Mhm.
the root of the soul is what we call in Kabbalah the light of the Creator. According to the Kabbalah, the Creator is a force of endless giving, endless love, endless prosperity. It's the ultimate force of love, kindness, and joy. Now, in order for the relationship to be successful or for you to even attract your soulmate, you have to be in tune with your soul more than you're in tune with your body. Now, your body is the physical, the survival mode. I want, I need. You have to detach yourself from this and connect to that soul. The soul is loving, kind soul, connecting with the creator, everybody connecting their own unique way. And once you're in touch with your soul, you have a higher frequency and thoughts of vibration that goes beyond the physical body. And when you're on that frequency, you will be able to recognize that soulmate, because you're not going to recognize your soulmate because they have blue eyes. Okay.
Mhm.
That's maybe they have brown eyes. It has nothing to do with the color of the eyes and how attractive they are and how fantastic they are. It's about the frequency. And when you're in tune with the frequency of the soul, of the light force of the creator, which we'll talk about in our classes, then you can see who that person is. And they could, maybe they've been in your life for the past decade, but you didn't notice them because you're not in tune
Mhm.
with that, that frequency. Maybe right
Mhm.
now you're not with your soulmate and you think you are, but you're not in that frequency, so you can't see it. You just see that this doesn't work. So whatever it is, to tune into a higher frequency, that's what we need to focus on. And then you will be able to attract that person. This also speaks about that your behavior the way you talk and the way you think is what's going to attract the soulmate. So the more you engage with your spirituality, the more you engage in spiritual transformation and becoming a better person and connecting to growth and connection with the source, the higher the chances you will find your soulmate. Think about it, 8 billion people. What are the chances you will find your soulmate unless you are really able to be spiritually connected and attract the one?
And also, it's about not trying to cover like your mistakes or your flaws, because you have to be like all in, like authentic with all you have, because that also can be something that can attract that soulmate, because there is a contract, right? Like to work together,
That's right.
to help each other. So a lot of people do this, like they don't want to show what they have, like the things
Yeah,
they don't like about themselves. So
I love it. I love it. A part of being connected with your soul is being authentic, one, with yourself, and then be authentic with other people. And one of the indications, there could be a few indications that you already are with, possibly with your soulmate, is that you feel that you can be yourself,
yes.
negative and positive. You can feel comfortable in your own skin while being with that
Mhm.
person.
Mm-hmm. I always say that it's that kind of
Authentic.
feeling that I can rest, that my soul can rest, like peacefully rest. I don't have to pretend or think all the time. It's
Exactly.
just
And
that
it,
calm frequency. But I think a lot of people think that this is boring. Like they want some fireworks and that's
I know, but if you keep looking for fireworks, then I don't know. I cannot guarantee there's gonna be fireworks every day. Sometimes you're gonna have fireworks, but even if you have fireworks every day, it's already gonna be boring, right?
yeah, that's true. That's true. So, okay, what is the foundation of good and lasting relationships? What is
That's a wonderful
that
question.
magic formula for
I'll tell you something.
lasting?
It's more simple than you know. Once I asked my teacher, my spiritual teacher, Karen Berg, who founded the Kabbalah Center together with Rav Berg. They already transitioned from this world of blessed memory. Karen Berg, when I asked her, and I did not know, should I marry the person I'm with? Should I not marry the person I'm with? And what if it's not going to work out? And Karen said to me something very simple. You know, today we're thinking, or today at that time, I was just thinking about physical attraction or emotional connection and what's going to be in the future. Karen said, listen, what will make or break a marriage, pay attention to this one, is your friendship.
Mhm.
You need to be the best friends. You know, you grow up, you know, you may not have that physical connection anymore as much as you used to be. You may not feel that in love feeling as you used to be. You may have arguments and you may go through hard times, and the relationship is going to go through so many transitions from day one to getting married, to having kids, to living together, to the kids leaving the home, to the grandkids, to a person getting sick or God forbid, a loss in the family. It's going to be ups and downs, happy moments and really dark moments. What's going to hold this marriage to last long is the real foundation. Is this person your best friend? And if you can say yes, well, that's a good foundation to begin with.
That's so true, so true, and yeah, that's true. Okay, so the my last question is, what is love?
Oh,
Actually,
what is
because
love?
we tend to search for love like outside, uh, and so what is love?
Wow. Maybe if I was be able to, can you really define love? Is this
It's a
love?
frequency. It's a state of being.
That's right. You cannot describe it with words.
Mm.
When you know it, right? You know, there is this song of the 90s. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Now, what is love? You know, what people don't understand about love is not what if I get what I need. And when I don't get what I need, then I don't love anymore. If you hurt me, I don't love you anymore, right? this song, right? But we laughing about it. But people confuse love with need. You know, you
Mm.
should read this book, Rethink Love by Monica Berg. You know, this is like amazing book that really tells you about how to attract your soulmate, how to be with your soulmate and have long-lasting relationship in all levels. Read this book. It's amazing. And
I will
Monica,
put it down on the
yes,
this
Moni,
here.
I've
Mm-hmm.
learned from this a lot. Monica Berg really shares
Mm-hmm.
amazing tools. And and what is love? First of all, understand what love is not. Love is not need. Many
Mm-hmm.
times people start a relationship because they're looking for somebody else to approve of them, somebody else to make them feel that they are loved, somebody else that will give them something they are lacking and missing. What happens when you start a relationship from a place of lack and you get what you need from them, you will feel, wow, they complete me. I feel so good. But when they don't give you what you want, there's no way they're always going to make you happy. You ended up being sad, depressed, emotional, reactive, and angry that you don't get from them what you thought you're going to get from them. And that means that you never really love them. You don't love them. You love what you get from them.
Mm-hmm.
That's need. Now, what is love? Love is when you look at somebody and you have a desire to give to them. You have desire to care about them. You have a desire to nurture them, and you don't expect anything in return. That's when we feel like I'm in love. Oh, I'll do everything for them, right? But when you don't get what you want from them back, it doesn't reciprocate. Then, oh, okay, well, they don't appreciate it, right? So love is unconditional. Love is I'm giving and I don't calculate. They give to me, they don't give to me, I'm fine. You have to start a relationship when you are happy with yourself and you're ready to give.
Mm-hmm.
Share your love with others. And if both people do that, the most harmony. Right. Obviously, well, how many of us can say that we are in a relationship that you always give unconditional love, we always receive? That's what we call in Kabbalah spiritual growth. How can I grow from a place of need and thinking about myself to a place of love, which is giving and caring about another person? Like a mother and father, it's naturally for a mother and father to give to their child, and they know they're not going to get from their children. If you have in expectations, there's going to be a conflict. You don't expect anything.
Mm-hmm. So it's about ourselves. Maybe that was the last question, but maybe I have one more because
Sure.
people very often they still search for someone. They still go out and search for the soulmate and search for the boyfriend, girlfriend. But Kabbalah says that it's written, it's already known when they will come,
That's
when we
right.
will come together. Like maybe we can meet uh, once and it doesn't work, and then after that it can work, but it's already predestined, so we don't have to like, go somewhere and search for someone, right or not?
Well, truly, it's not about, there's a difference.
Okay.
There's a difference between chasing and attracting.
Mm-hmm.
If you're chasing, you're coming from a place of need. I'm lonely. I need to find somebody. What is attracting? It means that that's the law of attraction. You attract who you are. So
Mm-hmm.
the best way to attract the best and any blessing in my life, by the way, if it's abundance, I have to have the abundance mindset. If it's love, I have to have love mindset, right?
Mm-hmm.
The best way to attract anything to life is become the one you want to attract. Meaning your best chance of finding your soulmate, elevate spiritually, grow, become more of a giver than a taker. Okay. Try to open your heart, break your fears, work on your neediness. As you transform with the intention to attract the one, you will be placed in the right place at the right time, right? And I'm not suggesting that you will sit home. You may need to go on a dating site. You may need to go, I don't know if you're going to go to a bar. You can meet that person in a bus station. You don't know
Yeah,
where
yeah.
you're going to meet them. But once you are aligned with your soul, with the light force of the Creator, and it is your time to come together. In a way, you've earned that blessing. You will be able to attract the right person. And it's also engaging in positive activity. It's in positive behavior. It's not just thinking positive, it's acting positive. It's giving light rather than receiving. It's the giving mindset that is going to attract it faster. It's inevitable that you will find your soulmate. This life, another life. How soon is up to you. The sooner you transform, the faster you get there. Honestly.
Well, I also met my husband in the bar, so it was
So you can
so
find your soulmate in a bar, but you can find
yeah.
them anywhere. It's not where you will find them, yeah.
I know. I know. So thank you for this interview. Thank you everyone for listening to us. If you think that this was useful, you can share it. Feel free to share it. And see you soon.
All right. Thank you
Bye.
very much for this opportunity, Teresa, and
Thank
everybody
you.
who's listening.